What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. I've been sick. I'm still sick, but it's been too long since I gave y'all a video, so I wanted to come back and just do a couple while I'm still resting and recovering. First things first, before we do anything, I am not a thoughts and prayers kind of person, but with that being said, thoughts and prayers, positive vibes, love, energy, everything is going out to South Africa right now. If you guys don't know, educate yourselves, take a look. They're going through the same type of civil unrest because of the government and issues that we were in America not that long ago, and still kind of are dealing with shit. I don't have a lot of advice or anything like that, other than to let you guys know that I am thinking about you guys. And hopefully it does go back to some type of normalcy, or not even normalcy. Like, normalcy is what caused the issue, so like it gets better, you know what I'm saying, that you guys come out stronger on the other end. So I'm rooting for you guys. I love y'all, and just know that I am thinking about you guys. With that being said, we're gonna hop into this. Pretty Ugly's got the new album dropping, and we got the pen featuring YoungstaCPT. There's never a time that I'm not here for a youngster feature. We are gonna be doing at least a couple different videos that are dropping off of Pretty Ugly's new stuff, so I'm excited to hop into this. Do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. Let's see what it's hitting for, man. I apologize if my energy's off. I'm trying to keep it up. Pause. Chill, the goat spray paint was actually dope.
Bad writers could write a bestseller and trend better. It don't mean that they pen better. For free, I could tell you that they don't pen ever. They got ghostwriting for them, so they type pretend letters. Notebook king, and it's never pen.
I'm very this is a good conversation topic, right? Because my opinion on ghostwriting has changed throughout the years, but you still do see artists who come and attack it, you know, viciously. I'm excited. Also, the vocals here have like too much reverb or delay on it. It's giving like this weird echo effect I'm not a fan of. But about the ghostwriting bars, right? What are your thoughts on that? So like here's like the my basic understanding of it, right? It has to do with what your claims are, and it has to do with where you're at in the hierarchy of hip-hop, okay? And here's what I mean by that, right? If you are claiming that you wrote something, right, but you have a ghostwriter, like they're not, like, it's legitimately a ghostwriter, like no one knows about it, they take their little money and it is what it is, then yeah, I got no respect for that. Like that's just shiesty, right? The other part of it is like the hierarchy, where you're at. So like here's my example. Like we all found out that Drake had a ghostwriter. We all found out that Lil Wayne had ghostwriters and shit like that. And no one really, like, they got some heat for it, but people eventually got over it. Here's the difference, right? There is a part of the hip-hop industry, of the music industry, that is literally, like, turning around and putting a hand out to extend and try and give somebody else an opportunity. There is no doubt in my mind that Drake or Lil Wayne or somebody of those caliber can write their own lyrics. Them giving out ghostwriting opportunities is literally like looking out, like that's 10 grand in somebody's pocket. That's X amount of dollars in somebody's pocket who wouldn't have had that opportunity. And you never hear them claim that they wrote those things. Like, I think that all matters. Now, if you're an up-and-coming artist and not an establishing artist, you're not turning around to help nobody out because you're not in a position to help anybody. I look at it way different if you're an up-and-coming artist versus a superstar. I think the superstars and stuff like that, it's business. Like ghostwriting in that instance is business. It's giving opportunities to other people, which I'm 100% for and totally about, especially if it's not fake. If they're not trying to claim that, yo, I wrote all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quentin. Like that's an opportunity that's given. So my views on this have changed a lot throughout the years, and I'm more willing to have those like industry type conversations nowadays than I was when I was growing up. But I still get it. I still get the MCs that come in and are like, nah, fuck you. Anyone that does a ghostwriter is trash. I just think that they're they're not looking at it from the perspective of business. They're not looking at it from the perspective of like putting a hand out once you reach a level. I really think they're just talking about the cats that are on the same level as them who have ghostwriters. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's a deeper conversation to have. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Let's go. Bring it back.
Free, I could tell you that they don't pen ever. They got ghostwriting for them, so they type pretend letters. Notebook king in this never pen era. Got no ink in they cartridge, excuse they pen errors. Lab in the studio, but more like 10 Dexters. Schooling all these rappers and they don't attend lectures. They got no common sense, rappers get decent fella. The vendetta, they land cheddar on rent pressure. So spend clever, your Randella on endeavors. It's time to meet the parents of you niggas Ben Stellas. The Pestella, need to use their antennas. Jesse number 10 with...
Alright, that was a terrible line. I'm not feeling the Ben Stiller. Like, what does that even mean? Like, I get what he was trying to do with it. That was really bad. Plus, I hate Ben Stiller, so like any Meet the Fokker lines is gonna flop for me.
Brand pressure, so spend clever, your Randella on endeavors. It's time to meet the parents of you niggas Ben Stellas. The Pestella, need to use their antennas. Jesse number 10 with a pen knife penciller. Beggar, learn to choose your friends better. Bad friends pretend better, and good friendships end pillar. And good authors could write shitty books. You're on the fly, you're not quite really booked. Facebook make you like silly looks, or your ice really cooked. There's no surprise why you lie.
I'm so mad my pausing it ain't working when I go to pause it. That was ill. That was ill. He said you on the flyer, but you're not really booked. That's like such a... As like an artist that's going through shit like that, like that's a stab. That was a good stab right there, man.
And good authors could write shitty books. You're on the fly, you're not quite really booked. Facebook make you like silly looks, or your ice really cooked. There's no surprise why you lie in your hooks. Look, I put my life in these hooks. I could spend days counting nights that it took. Jab, jab with the right swinging hook. Mike Tyson, I'm nice with the hooks. It's a battle of the words, and we don't fight by the book. Only one reason, the tongue is misleading. Won't judge a book by the one that's reading. Don't judge a nation by the scum that's leading. The poor not defined by the crumbs they eating. Reverse.
The verse was alright. The verse was kind of light. First verse was kind of light. He got in his pocket. I like this flow. I think some of it was a little bit too contrived for me. Like it wasn't very direct. And some of the bigger punches, like I said, I feel like were kind of like a miss for me. This hook is fucking fire though. I'm definitely feeling this hook.
Reason the tongue is misleading. Won't judge a book by the one that's reading. Don't judge a nation by the scum that's leading. The poor not defined by the crumbs they eating. Reverse migration, that's a comeback season. I'm a super saiyan.
Let's go.
So I come back beaming. Healing resides where I find my meaning. Time defines thy reason. My scheming. Angels help me fight my demons. Gazing at my angel with the wide eyes gleaming. My life with my wife, I dreamed it. Only having one cheek, I'm unlike Jesus. Can't crush my defense. Leave you in the...
I don't even know where the hook started, where the second verse started. Hold on. Ever since the flow switch, though, he's been cooking. Chill. He started taking off. Once that little beat switch happened, maybe it wasn't even a hook. Maybe he's just cooking. He started really cooking once the beat changed. Chill.
Hook, Mike Tyson, I'm nice with the hooks. It's a battle of the words, and we don't fight by the book.
From this point forward, he just put on the fucking chef apron and started cooking.
The tongue is misleading. Won't judge a book by the one that's reading. Don't judge a nation by the scum that's leading. The poor.
Let's go.
Not defined.
Don't judge a nation by the scum that's leading. Let's go.
The crumbs they eating. Reverse migration, that's a comeback.
Nah, I'm bringing it back. Fuck you, it's my channel. I'm gonna listen to this as many times as I want. This is fire. This is fire.
Nice with the hooks. It's a battle of the words, and we don't fight by the book. Only one reason. The tongue is misleading. Won't judge a book by the one that's reading. Don't judge a nation by the scum that's leading. The poor not defined by the crumbs they eating. Reverse.
That is fire.
Migration, that's a comeback season. I'm a super saiyan, so I come back beaming. Healing resides where I find my meaning. Time defines thy reason.
So like he's doing really good with pitch control here too. So if you listen to the actual music theory, his voice, he's got like that squeak to his voice, right? it fits with this melody that he's doing really, really, really well, and it almost blends in with the beat. Like, I thought the production of this could use like a little bit of work because, like I said, I don't like the the instrumentation of the vocals that he has. But with that being said, as soon as that switch and he hit this different pocket with his flow and he started using his voice and fluctuations and his pitch control to kind of add to his melody, it's been fire since then.
Scheming, angels help me fight my demons. Gazing at my angel with the wide eyes gleaming. My life with my wife, I dreamed it. Only giving one cheek, I'm unlike Jesus.
I love his relationship. That is, like, it's so refreshing to see an artist that's in a loving relationship that big ups their partner and isn't on the fuck bitches. Like, don't get me wrong, I like toxic music too. You guys already know that. But it's refreshing to see the other side, to have a dope MC who's got a female, got a person with them riding, period. Like, it's just dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hats off to him for that. Like, that's it's very counterculture, and I fuck with it.
My defense, leave you in a mud like fetus. Get your head smoked by this bud like Beavis. Your favorite rapper suck, many some like leeches. When they meet a beast, they gon' run like cheetahs. Run.
The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm striking you with the chords. It's likely you will abort. My pen is your zen. My writing is for the lords. My pen is heaven sent, delighting me to the gods. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. My pen more mighty than all of yours. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword.
This is dope as shit. I'm liking the back and forth shit, the videos, the cinematography here with the graffiti in the background. The imagery here, super, super fucking dope.
Mightier than the sword. My pen more mighty than all of yours.
The son of Mary and Joseph before COVID and crucifix. Adding more spice to your life, masala and turmeric. I use the ink to write alphabetics reflecting numerics. Ever since the lunar eclipse, I've been a lunatic. And thanks for tuning in, my dear Watson, it's elementary. When it come to penning bars, put me in penitentiary. Sign the indemnity, revise that fine print carefully.
Hold on, bring that back. My phone started going off, distracting me. Nah, I need all that.
Adding more spice to your life, masala and turmeric. I use the ink to write alphabetics reflecting numerics. Ever since the lunar eclipse, I've been a lunatic. And thanks for tuning in, my dear Watson, it's elementary. When it come to penning bars, put me in penitentiary. Sign the indemnity, revise that fine print carefully. The pen you took from my stationery signed away your legacy. Hustle is sold separately, cross the T's and the I's you dot. Infinite pen strokes, no time for the writer's block. Me and my speech ain't been on speaking terms, slitting my wrists open so you can see that I bleed the words. It's me you heard, voices of reason telling the prophecy, and it will be me at the end, like an apostrophe. I've been a shit and I get the bag, that's a colostomy. I got my own brand, so what the fuck can you sponsor me? Writing false stories got
talk that shit. That was fire. I got my own brand, so what the fuck can you sponsor me?
For the journalist, and if you're gonna slander my name, make sure it's permanent. That ink must never smudge, and only God will judge. When this pen is in your clutch, never grip it with the grudge. Cause the pen
is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the.
This might be the first time I've seen Youngster not outshine somebody on a feature. This might be the first time that I've seen it. Youngster was dope, but the second verse, or the second half of the verse, however you want to cut down fucking Pretty Ugly's John, was just too much. It was just too fire. That was dope. This is a dope track.
Sword, my pen more mighty than all of yours. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is mightier than the sword. My pen more mighty than all of yours.
That was fire. That was fire. I liked the little roller coaster that they put me on. Alright, let's go. Let's pull it up. Let's break it down. Let's see how we really feel about it. Let's pull up the scorecard. Yeah, I'm fans of both of these individuals. Make sure you go and support the new release. Please, always support the artist. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure you run up the numbers on the original as well. Target audience for this one. Yes, sir. Let's go. Proper setting for this. This is like on my Cypher. This is like, honestly, this is like on my Cypher playlist. because they didn't really have a hook or nothing like that, right? It's really just them going back and forth with it. It's got that kind of old school cypher, almost like bop to it, like as they're going and shit. This would definitely be something for my cypher playlist. Bars and lyrics. I'm gonna give it a solid 20 out of 25. That was like a solid 20 out of 25. We've definitely heard Youngster come way, way harder than that previously. Again, there was nothing bad about his verse, but we know that that's not like peak YoungstaCPT. And then I would say the same thing with Pretty Ugly. The first half of Pretty Ugly's verse was kind of light, was really just like taking jabs, and then he starts really, really cooking. Like, I don't feel like the flow and delivery package necessarily that he was using on the first part of the verse really like accentuated like the good shit that he brings to the table. And then as soon as he starts getting into that pitch control, as soon as the fucking beat drops, he cooked from that point forward. 20 out of 25 lyrically. The delivery, same thing. They mixed it up a little bit. I liked it. I would give it probably a nice 21 out of 25. The beat selection, for what it was, like I said, the beat made me feel like it was kind of like an old school hip-hop cypher type vibes, which is the exact type of style of verses that they delivered and type of track that they delivered. It was perfect. 15 out of 15. Sound quality, mixing. I don't like the reverb or engineering that was on his voice. I'm going to take a point off for that. 14 out of 15. The rest of it was dope, and it did end up cleaning up once the beat change came in. I don't know if that's because they equalized it as a whole. It's a production issue. You know what I'm saying? Effectiveness. I mean, I don't know. I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10. Like, does this make you want to dig in more to them? I've definitely heard shit from both of them that would make me want to spaz out and check out more. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10, man. And then enjoyability. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'll give it a 9. It's definitely going on a playlist. 87. 87 out of 100. That's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Sorry if my energy was off for this one. As soon as I get better, more videos on the way. Thank you, man.